Oh, I love that music. Good evening, or good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when and where you're listening to this. This is Coffee with Kevin, and that's right, it's Coffee with a K because Kevin's with a K. This is my coffee, mm-mm-mm. And I am Kevin Martin, a mindset coach, hypnotherapist, and a whole lot of other things. I'm here to give you some nice tips and whatnot for the week. Something to get you going for the rest of the week. Like I do every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Alrighty. Hey, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. It's wow. I can't believe it. It's the 30th. The 30th of April. May 1st is tomorrow already. It's incredible. It's incredible how this is going. And oh, I got someone up there. Of course, it's Brenda. Hey, Brenda. Good morning to you too. I can't believe it. It's April 30th. And you know what? What happened on this day in April 30th? There's not too many big things, man. The most uh, the most significant thing I can say is today's the day that Hitler actually took poison and then shot himself. I'm not sure why he took poison first, but he killed himself. Today's the day he killed himself. And I guess there's proof that he did kill himself. There's always been conspiracies or whatnot. Other than that, now here's a major thing. Mr. Potato Head was introduced on the stand. I think it was 37. I'm not sure. 1937. Mr. Potato Head. Yes, I had one of those as a kid. I'm sure a lot of you have. It's been around for many, many, many years. Matter of fact, it brings to mind the kind of things you do on your phone when you're building your avatar and you build a face and the color and the nose and the eyes. That's what we did with Miss Potato Head when we were just young kids. Mm-mm-mm. Well, it's coffee with Kevin, so I hope you have your cup of coffee or cup of tea, cup of whatever hot drink or cold drink you might have, or maybe you've got a hot drink with a little something extra. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, I don't, but my coffee's still really, really good. All righty, all righty. It's been a good week so far. Enjoyed some good weather here on the weekend. Went to the horse race track this weekend. That's interesting. I haven't been to a horse race for no, I don't know, 15, 20 years. But it was a beautiful day, and we decided to go down and just check it out, see what it's like before it closes because we don't have races here in the heat of the summer to help the horses. But yeah, and actually just before Kentucky Derby, which is next week, So I had to use my own potatoes back then. Is that what you're saying that I was born even before Mr. Potato Head? Thank you very much for that, Brad. All right. Now let's take a look at what the quote of the day is. Today's about attitude. Today is about attitude. It's take charge of your attitude. Don't let someone else choose it for you. What do I mean by that? Of course, that's Dale Carnegie. All right. What does he mean by that? What do I mean by that? Don't let someone else choose it for you. How many times have you heard, oh, he ruined my day? They ruined my day. If it hadn't been for that, my day would have been great. That's your attitude. Letting somebody else take charge, control it for you. Choose your attitude for you. When you allow something someone says or something someone does to actually affect you in a way in which it's going to ruin a big party way, in a way it's going to affect your attitude. If you had a great attitude and all of a sudden someone says something to this and you allow yourself to go down, that's letting them choose it for you. That's letting them choose it for you. I got a story here. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. A long time. This is a story about cat kicking. And it's my favorite Zig Ziglar story. And this is Zig Ziglar story, as close to it as I can get. I apologize if I missed a couple of things, changed a couple of things. But Zig Ziglar, who always talks fast, is talking about Mr. B. Mr. B runs this company. And he's been running for years, but he noticed that there's some slack. He noticed the people coming in late and leaving early. So he figures, hey, I'm going to be the role model. I'm going to show them. I'm going to come in early and leave late. And pretty soon we'll have most of our employees doing the same thing, really working hard, really going for what we do. And so on a day Mr. B decides to come in early, something happens at home, makes him late. He gets a little angry. He tears into the car. He's going down the street 90 miles an hour. And the long arm of the law reaches out and stops him, gives him a big hefty fine, and keeps him on the side of the road for a half hour. So he just gets to work. He is steaming. He is steaming. He gets in, goes up to his office. He sees his sales manager. He says, hold it, hold it. He says, I just saw that we just lost one of the biggest sales this year. How did you do that? You have been my sales manager for 18 years, and you just let go of one of the biggest sales, one of the biggest possible sales of the year. I know you've been here for 18 years, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because you can be replaced. I can get someone else to do your job. Boy, was he steaming. But if you think he was steaming, you should have seen that sales manager. That sales manager, he just runs up, runs up to his office. And on the way to his office, outside of his office, he sees the secretary. He says to his secretary, where's that quarterly analysis report? I should have had that on my desk already. Matter of fact, the monthly and the weekly reports, I should have that on my desk promptly. So whenever I need them, I can go to them. If you can't do your job, I'm going to get someone else who can. Boy, was he steaming. And you think he was steaming, you should have seen his secretary. His secretary stomped up to her room, picked up a bunch of letters, and she stomped down to the receptionist desk. She says, I know you're here. We don't have many people coming in. And we don't get that many phone calls. You got plenty of extra time. You should be able to do this. Slams down the 5 letters. She says, I need these out today, and I need them out properly, and I need them out well. And if you can't do that, I will find someone else can. Oh man, you think she was mad? You should have seen that receptionist. She was steaming. She says, everybody wants everything done around here so quick. I'm the one who fronts all the calls, make sure everything's running smooth. I'm responsible for this company running as smooth as it does. And she got home that day and she was steaming. She was still really, really mad. And she walks in the house and sees her son on the floor playing video games. And then she sees the tear in his pants, his brand new pants. She says, I can't believe you. You're down here on the floor playing video games. And there, a brand new pair of pants. You have no respect for it. You let her get ripped. I'm doing everything. I'm bringing the money in, doing everything for this household, and you do nothing. You won't have electronics for a whole month. Boy, was she angry. You think she was angry. You should have seen her son. He stomps upstairs, going to his bedroom. And just before he gets to his bedroom, the family cat walks in front of him. Oh, he says, I bet you've been up to no good too. And he kicks the cat, and the cats go running off. Wouldn't it have been just as good if Mr. B went right to his secretary's house and kicked the cat instead of doing everything else? It's one of my favorite stories. But it shows what we do all the time. We're cat kicking. We'll let someone or something get us angry, and then the next person that comes into light, we take it out on them. Not all of us, not all the time, but we tend to do that, don't we? We tend to let someone else's attitude, someone else's emotions drive us and drive our emotions. And then we take it out on other people around us. And it just dribbles down and dribbles down, as you saw in this story. I love telling that story. That's a great story. Try to tell it as fast as and as good as Ziegler does. I'm sure I didn't tell it anywhere near as good, but it is a story that really identifies what we do as human beings. We let other people and other things drive our emotions so much so that we put it out onto our own circle of family and friends. Yeah, we don't want to be cat kickers. We don't want to be cat kickers. We want to be able to control and choose our attitude, not let anybody else control or choose our attitude. And think about it. And you're going to say, Kevin, but someone makes me angry. How can I control that? First of all, you actually just identify it. It's plain and simple as that. You become aware and you say, oh, yes, I'm starting to feel this way. And gosh darn it, I'm starting to feel this way. Maybe the same way the other person just felt if they were angry themselves. And when you actually start to feel this way, the anger, the fear, the guilt, whatever it is, stop. I want to say stop, drop, and roll. That's what you do when you're on fire. Stop, pause, and breathe. I'll say stop and pause because that gives me two things to say. Stop, notice, and breathe. Breathe nice, deep, slow breaths. Slow breaths into your stomach if you can. And you'll find after 4 or 5 breaths, you will have stopped feeling that way. You can do this anywhere. A lot of the times we see this when someone cuts in front of us while we're driving or gives us a finger, whatever they do. And all of a sudden we get angry. You don't stop your car. You just stop that emotion. Breathe as you're driving. Breathe before you do anything, before you say anything. Stop, pause, and breathe. Stop, pause, and breathe. And then you'll find yourself not projecting your emotions out onto anyone else. You're taking charge of your attitude. And when you do that, you're helping the other people who might not be able to take charge of their attitude. And they might go home and yell at someone who will go kick the cat. All right. I got a chance to say that I'm just so happy to have done that. If you're watching this and you haven't commented, feel free to comment. Feel free to comment, like, please, and share this. Please comment, like, and share this. I would appreciate it a lot. I find out from a lot of people that they've seen this, but I've never seen their comments on here. So please like, comment, and share. All right, everyone. You have yourself a great day. Have a fantastic week. Hold on. I know it's in your power. So if you want to, you can have a great day. If you want to, you can have a fantastic weekend. All right. You take care all. Bye.